I would say that the highlight of this program, and I said it before and I say it again, is the ability that it gave me to link the dots. Because what happened is that recently we've been hearing a lot, reading a lot, being exposed to a lot of information about be it digital, modern company, transformation. The thing is that I wasn't able to understand what's the difference and where do I start and how to understand it, how to complete the picture. And I will have to give it to the course. And from day one, it gave me that opportunity to understand how to link the dots. And I would add to the highlight that I rediscovered that inquisitive personality that I've always had, that for a while I wouldn't say it died out, but it got dormant with the high executive job, the routines, the commitments. I no longer became inquisitive, or it just like got dormant. So being in the course just like ignited that back in me, and I'm loving it for it. I would summarize the experience as very challenging, and I put 3 lines under the very, because it's not the challenge that was like the driver, but the very. And again, when you're like a full-time executive, you have a role and you have a lot of expectations in your day-to-day, then comes something that needs a full commitment from yourself and from the other people towards you as well. Like, I'm committed to the course, but the university or the school that is giving me that is committed as well to me. So it's a two-way commitment. It adds a lot of challenges, and to be able to go back to the learning process, like study and take exams and do assignments and deliver on time and miss the deadline and say sorry and do all that, it was quite challenging. But once once the ball got rolling, it was like a happy challenge. But it's still challenging, I have to say. The benefits that Zigurat, as not just as a course, but as a school, that brought back into my life is the ability to work with strangers. Not just because what happens is that within your working environment, you work with different functions, but again, you get used to them, and you get used to the norms. So it becomes a routine, and it becomes very easy, and it becomes, after a while, I wouldn't say boring, but it becomes redundant, okay? So meeting all these strange people, different walks of life, different professions. Like my colleagues are from everywhere. They're from Europe and from the Middle East and from so many places. So the ability to work with them on their timelines, the ability to talk to them. For example, Jan is talking about something that has to do with an agricultural company, which has nothing to do with me. I work in fashion and real estate and lifestyle. But me answering him and trying to bring that model or that example the closest to my example, and trying to understand, trying to link the dots again with my colleagues and with my professors, is giving me a very good insight on how to drive that in my working environment. So instead of just working with my colleagues or with the people that I know how to work with, it's making me understand how to reach out to further than my circle, into other aspects in terms of functions or geographical regions or requirements, and actually opening further horizon in my career, hopefully. I'll be honest, when we had the group and we were working with the group, Cyril was like, Amal, don't you sleep? But I'm like, no, I'm committed. I want to be in the group. So if it's 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock for me, I don't mind. I'll be there with you. If you want me at 12 After midnight, I'll be there. It's just like, let's deliver, you know? So that pushes your boundaries. That gives you that, you know, furtherness, you know? I loved it, and it's igniting that personality in me again, and I'm loving it for it. Zigurat, a digital business master, is highly recommended by me. Okay, from me to everyone that I know for a fact that it's going to make a difference in their lives as human and in their career, because I know how much they're striving. Everybody is striving now to embrace this new challenge, this paradigm shift that is happening. It's somehow shaking the ground under each and every one of us. So sometimes we know what we're doing, sometimes we don't know what we're doing. And we will never know 100% what we're doing, let's be honest. But at least we will do it with a little bit of an outline, of an understanding where are the elements that we need to bring together so that we can approach the business or approach projects in a different way. I highly recommend it, and I've already told a lot of my friends about it. I hope that one day they would take this challenge. And I underline again the very challenging, because I know at this time of life, it's not easy after you've been working for more than 20 years. It's not easy to go back to school, but it's so interesting, and we should never lose that student in us, that inquisitive student in us. Should always be there.